What's up, guys? I'm Mike Ruthless, back again for more Star Wars reviews. This time we got the one and only Darth Vader. And as you guys know, he's the bad guy, the evil Sith Lord, and Luke Skywalker's nemesis. Of course, Obi-Wan's nemesis first, but let's get right to it. Everyone knows who he is. Let's go check him out. This is a great figure. Star Wars, Darth Vader. Alright, guys, everybody knows who this guy is. It's Darth Vader, and bad guy in Star Wars, evil guy. Anakin Skywalker, if you want to know. Luke's father.
It's Luke's pops.
Luke's pops, yeah.
Yeah.
So, again, this is like probably the most well-known Star Wars character. Because you mention Star Wars, they're going to say Darth Vader. If you mention Darth Vader, they're going to say Star Wars. So, every other franchise has their known guy. Probably this franchise is known more for the bad guy than the good guy. But, I mean, he does come around at the end. But for most of the,
for most of the original trilogy, he was a super badass.
Yeah, I mean, but, let's see, you know, there's so much detail on this guy. This guy's so ominous looking. Let's get some close-ups of him.
So unlike my Luke and Obi-Wan, this guy I got from Sideshow, and he's actually made by Sideshow. Wow. But they nailed it. Pretty much. They did.
I mean, and not that it's hard to nail the helmet, but like I've seen the helmets on a few figures. It's just something's always off.
Oh yeah, I've seen bad helmets before. I have seen bad helmets, and this one, no complaints.
Yeah, I mean, whether they make the top too high or the triangle mouthpiece like is off a bit, like they did a good job. They nailed it here. And just looking at the guy, it's like whoa. You know? Nice detail, that black and silver. Then you got some light action here. You guys can see it. Again, the detail on the uniform, the costume. I mean, I should call it a uniform because if I call it a costume, it might choke me. So who knows?
I guess it's a uniform. I don't. Yeah. Just everyday clothes.
Yeah. And like leather looking. You got cloth there.
Yeah, it's another fall leather. It looks like leather. It feels like leather, but it's not actually. I guess you don't want to use real leather to keep the price slightly down. Maybe I'm not sure, but I'm like almost 99% positive that it's not real leather.
Yeah. And he is on a stand there.
Yeah, he's on a stand. He's on the stand backwards intentionally because I have him in a glass case, and if I sit him on the stand, his head, he's too tall. He won't even fit in there because they're all done to scale, so he's much taller than all the other figures.
Yeah, like I said, he looks better like this, especially when he's standing on there. You know?
Yeah, I think so too. I actually might put everybody backwards on the stands.
Yeah, as long as they don't fall over, that's all.
Yeah.
So. What I like about this guy, and you know, I'm a big Transformers fan, is the face. You know, just you can make a Transformer out of that face right there. You know, change it around a bit.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that.
And they actually did do like Star Wars Transformers, where I think he turned into the Death Star.
Really?
The big.
Oh,
big
that's
one.
crazy.
And they did a smaller version where he turns into his starship that he uses to fight.
The TIE Fighter?
The TIE Fighter, yeah. Okay. But the Death Star, oh my god, it was pretty good. And they did it was Solo and Chewbacca turned into the Millennium Falcon, combined together.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's
but
pretty
this
awesome.
guy, as the Death Star, was pretty cool. It was like a 1.5 feet high or so. But in a way, I mean, Transformers and Star Wars. A lot of people say that the Transformers movie, the first one, was almost like Star Wars. Unicron was the Death Star.
Okay.
The young guy Hot Rod was like Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Prime was Obi-Wan. So yeah, you know, Megatron gets turned into Galvatron, which would be Anakin turning into Darth.
Yep.
So maybe they did steal. I don't know. Good idea. You know, I didn't like the Transformers movie. I did and I didn't because they killed off Prime and didn't make a lot of sense. But you know, they got to do it. But anyway, Star Wars is responsible for a lot of like other genres. You know, coming.
Yeah.
To be, you know,
a lot of imitators, and Star Wars got its stuff from imitating. They said when he wrote it, it was kind of based on Vietnam. So everything comes, you know, from something.
There was a comic called, it was based on the original script, which it was just called The Star Wars.
Really?
And all the characters are a little bit mixed. It's different characters. Darth Vader is the only one that's the same. Luke and Han Solo are different. Their characters in there, but they're different roles, I guess. You know?
Okay.
And I'll send you the link to it. But it's pretty good. It's not bad, you know. But it leads up to about the same thing. They just rewrote it so many times for the movie. And this is what we got for the movie, though, so you can't complain, really.
One of my gripes with this guy, and don't get me wrong, I love the figure, definitely would never think of replacing him, is just the fact that his lightsaber does not light up. And that's only me being spoiled since I got Luke and Obi-Wan and their lightsabers light up. This guy was done by Sideshow, and I think he was made before or maybe he wasn't, before the whole light up lightsaber thing. You could illuminate for some cool pictures if both of their lightsabers lit up and his does not. And I'd never even cared about it until I got ones that did, so that's just me being a brat.
Yeah. No, I mean, you know what, but there's a lot of customizer out there. I'm sure you could get just a light up saber.
Might be able to either get a light up saber or a different joint for the arm to do the same thing. I'm not sure. I never looked into it, but I do wish he did light up.
Yeah, no, it would look
great. Would look pretty badass, yeah.
Hell yeah. Does he have any extra accessories?
Oh, he's got quite a bit, yeah.
All right, so he's got some more stuff. Maybe he's got a new helmet. He's got that duck. Does he have that Lord helmet thing from Spaceballs, or is that the wrong franchise?
That's the wrong one.
Wrong franchise, guys.
They might release a special edition where he comes with that, but as of right now, no.
All right, so no dark helmet in this one.
No.
Nope. For Darth, and like we were saying, he doesn't need a lot of stuff. He's got his whole thing is he's Darth Vader.
Yeah, of all the guys I do have, he comes with the least amount of hands and accessories. But like Mike said, he doesn't really need much. He's got this pretty cool force choke hand, which is pretty awesome.
I like that.
Yeah, he's got 2 force chokes, another force push hand. I guess that's what that is.
And even the detail on the gloves,
cool, yeah.
Look at that.
They're not leather or the fake leather. They're just plastic, but they're painted and sculpted to look like their actual cloth.
Yeah, they're good. They didn't fool around here. They went to town. They gave you something good here. Nice choke slam. Actually, this is a nice choke slam hand here. Extra lightsaber there. But yeah, not too much. But again, Darth Vader doesn't need that much. He's Darth Vader. You know?
Yeah. What else? You never really seen him with anything in the films. It's just him. And he's got this extra lightsaber hilt. If I can get it out. And he's actually got a hook on his belt for it in here. If you lift it. Oh, here it is on the inside. And if you wanted to do a more relaxed pose, you got the extra hilt, which is pretty cool, I guess.
There you go. One thing about this guy, it's 2017. We saw him in Rogue One. He's pretty much stayed the same. I mean, Han and them and all those guys, they changed their clothes. They got different outfits. Same outfit since 77. So for 30, 40 years, holy crap.
There's some small changes, like in the chest area.
Yeah.
The respirator and all that stuff has been different, but for the most part, he looks the same in every film.
Yeah, he's, especially, the top part, the helmet and the cape.
Yeah, and his helmet is shinier.
Yeah.
In certain ones, I'm not. I know the Return of the Jedi helmet is much more shiny than the A New Hope version.
Yeah, but pretty much unchanged since then. And you know what? It works. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. He's been the one main guy that's been there through the beginning, and he's probably gonna be there for a while. Because even in the new movies, they got to mention him because he's like so important to the genre. But as a figure, yeah. Stands out among the rest of them. Of course, you got James Earl Jones doing the voice too, which is
and I thought it was really cool they brought him back for Rogue One because initially they said they weren't going to, but because his voice had changed since the original trilogy.
Yeah.
But they did bring him back.
Well, you figure even it still works because it's like saying it's Darth before the original Star Wars.
Yeah.
So by the time the original comes around, he's mature. He's a mature voice. So it did work though. I did notice that though. But there's a Darth Vader from Star Wars. So I think we got one more to go after this. And
my favorite one that I have so far.
Han Solo has a son named Guitar Solo.
Yes.
But we'll get into that later. Guys, I'm Mike Ruthless. I'm here with Wes.
Wes Ruthless.
And we're out. Thanks for watching Star Wars. Han's next.
Peace.
Bye.